Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, good afternoon, morning, everywhere you are. Welcome to our live show this evening. I'm particularly very excited. Success Mastery in collaboration with Prosperity Call. And today we're having our very own guest speaker, coach, Miss Leona Clark here with us. Come on, let's give it up for her. I'm very excited because I know true nuggets are going to be shared. So viewers, listeners, once again, Success Mastery all the way from Belgium, and we're collaborating with our own coach, Leona Clark, all the way from Texas, USA. And I'm telling you, if this lady comes across your way with the topic we're talking about now, you would like to pick up a notebook and a pen because nuggets are going to drop and you will want to note it because once it is said and done, it is said and done. Get ready, prepare yourself. We're going to give you a few moments to do that because I don't think this is a session that you just want to listen. It is said that things we put down, it sticks more to us than things we just listen to. They pass us over, and in the heat of the moment, we're excited about it, but it becomes difficult to retain. So we're going to give you a few moments while the ladies get ready to introduce themselves to you. Today, we are very excited. And once again, I want to give our dear ladies the opportunity to introduce themselves before I introduce officially our guest speaker, because there is an official introduction, you know. So ladies, are you ready? Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening. I truly appreciate it. And I love you guys looking all so glamorous and shiny and smiling. It's gonna be awesome. So do me a favor, ladies, just let our audience know who you are, a brief description of who you are so that we can keep the ball rolling.
Good evening, audience. My name is Nosa Dux from Success Mastery, all the way from Belgium, the land of chocolate. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Diana, all the way from Belgium. Nice to see you once again, Tuesday. Here we are. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. My name is Rita from Success Mastery. I live in Belgium. I'm so happy to be with you tonight. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, I know Miss Leona Clark is going to introduce herself very broadly, but let me just chip this in. Audience, this beautiful young lady, she's very young, but very intelligent, very beautiful. Beautiful not only facially, but at heart. We came across her path in 2021, just when COVID was doing his own thing. But like they say, beautiful things are wrapped up in what they call challenges. We came across her path, or she came across our path, and I tell you, she's been able to help navigate us in areas that I personally wouldn't have gone. You know, she is such a sweet person. She loves to share knowledge. She is so generous, really generous, truly generous, want to really see people win in life. And she does it with such passion, such love, such grace, patience, you know. It's one thing to know something, it's another thing to patiently be able to pass it on to other people. And I tell you, this lady has really been that person for us all, definitely for me. And she's helped me charter some grounds that normally I would say, what is that? I'm not sure if I want to do that. But because of the way she really kind of guide you through. Even things that you would think is not yours, she will be patient enough to kind of introduce it, give you time to get used to it, hold your hand together, that it becomes natural. And so through her today, if we're talking about trading, investment, it is not new to us. You know, you see her like that, she's a military veteran. So that means she has been in the military, done all that. Don't let her beauty fool you. She's a real military woman. But she's also a beautiful wife to her husband. Wow, which we're going to hear more about. And she has a beautiful, adorable ladybug. Wow, wow, wow. Miss Bug, every time we don't see her often, but once we see her, you just cannot have enough of her. She's just a sweet little girl, full with such excitement. But the reason is because she has a mother around her that is constantly pouring in her, a child that is full with confidence. You can see she's going places. She's going places. And so today we are very honored that she can carve some time off her busy schedule to be with us and to answer a few questions that some of you pass to us. So if you're among those people, sit back and listen on. So I will give the word to Miss Leona Clark herself while she introduced herself thoroughly, because what I did was just back and forth. So Miss Leona, back to you. Do us the honor. The hearers, the viewers want to hear from you.
Oh, well, thank you, sis. Thank you, all my sisters over here. Look, we don't say we friends. Like at this point, we family, right?
Yeah.
So this are my sisters. I told them last week, was it last week or earlier this week? I said, look, Ladybug, at this point, she be like, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is TT, and she want to see your face, like she's ready. So yeah, this is family at this point, y'all. So thank you all for having me. I really appreciate it. I don't take any of these opportunities for granted, because you could be doing anything. And first you put this together, and then for everyone that is viewing this, either live or the replay, you could be doing anything, but you're watching this video, or watching us live. So shout out to you for taking that time out of your day to do that. So Frida did a really great job of introducing me. So I don't think I really have much to say. But yeah, I founded Prosperity Cause LLC back in 2020, based off of me learning the skill of trading, getting more involved in it, and seeing that there was a need within our community to really understand how we can go about trading and investing without breaking the bank. Because that's a big misconception in our community. Specifically, I'm talking to Black people. I can't speak for any other group of people because I'm not that, I don't have that demographic. I'm Black. And so I wanted to make sure that I created something, and I thank God for that, to create something that can help people who really don't know or are limited on the access of information, that can take them from where they are right now to where they desire to be financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that good stuff. But we getting into finances. I've been trading for the past close to 5 years. I do not remember the month that I started, y'all, to be honest. So that's why I just say December is gonna be 5 years. I do that every time. December is my anniversary, but close to 5 years of trading, and then full-time trading and investing 2 years since I retired from the Army back in 2021. There we go. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to answering the questions that you all have. And if you have any in the comments, y'all make sure you drop them so that way the ladies can get those to me. And when we have this event coming up, November 18th, then I can incorporate your questions into the instruction on that day for the creator event. So yeah, let's get it. Whoever's ready, I'm excited.
Awesome, awesome. Leona, it's so amazing to hear that, really, and I want to emphasize that you are a full-time trader. So you don't have any side hustles, whatever, but you are a full-time trader. Not until I met you, I thought trading is something you just do when you're juggling other jobs, like I was like, it's for those who are on Wall Street, or those who have such a high level standard of how the market works. I never gave it a thought until I came across you. And then I saw, okay, so this can be somebody's real job. I mean, like you sit in your room and you're sipping your coffee and you're like, ding, 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 ding. I was like, wow, this is an amazing skill. Because why am I excited about it? Many of us don't know this. Many people don't even look at that direction because we already tell ourselves, this is not for me. I can't do this. And then if we even know that other people are doing it, we are like, okay, you need to kind of have like a special study, you know, to be able to do that. So we don't even look, well, I never looked at that direction like that until 2021. But you know what I was doing? Trying to juggle jobs. And sometimes there are even jobs you don't like. But just because you want to make ends meet, we going after them. But then we came across you, and of course the academy, and then we were introduced, and I was like, okay, this may take a little while to do, but it is worth. That's a skill I really want to master. Because we do go to school 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, and we don't care. Even we're not sure at the end of the day if we actually going to find that job of our dream that we pursuing, but we still do it all the same. But when sometimes we look at trading, we are like, okay, that is not for me. And sometimes all you need is like 5 consistent years of just learning the skill, just like we go to school, and you will end up doing what you are beautifully doing. You don't have the stress of dropping your child and running all over the place. So I know there are some people watching and they are like, wow, yes, me too. I didn't look at this, but how do I go about it? And so today we are trusting that you can help us clear some of these myths around trading and investing that all of us were carrying, so that our hearers, our viewers can really get a clear understanding of where it is. And we are hoping that this will stir them up to actually take a look at the charts, take a look at investment, do their due diligence, begin to look at it more and not just turn a blind eye to it. So ladies, are you ready with the questions that our viewers sent in? Because we really want to help them get it this time around.
Yes, yes, yes. Leona, thank you so much for honoring our invitation to be here tonight. Yeah, my first question goes like this. You know, you are talking about investment and trading. Now, somebody would say, okay, what are they talking about? Just like Frida said, where will I start? How will I start? And how much? What are some of the investment opportunity that is available now?
Okay, so the question that I heard was, what are some of the investments that are available right now? And then I would say it all depends on where you are and what is happening in your economy, because everything is available to invest right now, to be honest. But the thing to consider is the cost. You know, I'm going to share something with y'all. There's a person that I study, and this is totally up to you if you want to do it, but I study Warren Buffett because he is believed to be the greatest investor in our generation or in our lifetime, right? And so what he says is to buy the fear and sell the greed. So all this simply means, y'all, is when the prices of any market, doesn't matter which market it is, when the prices of that market plummets, people have lost confidence in that market. So I'm going to use cryptocurrency as an example because you can trade cryptocurrency, meaning I can buy and make money. I can also sell and make money. All right. But I can also be an investor in the cryptocurrency market as well. So I can do 2 things at once simultaneously. So I'm going to use crypto as an example because, you know, you had the whole FTX scandal. We had the Silicon Valley banks collapsing back to back this year. Then you have the whole Security Exchange Commission here in the United States, those cases against Coinbase, which is the largest, one of the largest coin exchange, cryptocurrency exchanges that we utilize, and different cryptocurrency, like the companies All of this stuff has been going on. So people essentially lost faith and confidence in cryptocurrency. And they started calling it a scam. You can't make money in that, and all of that. Well, remember what Warren Buffett says, by the fear, because now at this point, people are fearful. They're selling because they're fearful. So then I'm going to use Bitcoin as an example. Bitcoin price dropped from close to $70,000 high in 2021. All of 2022, Bitcoin price was just going down, right? And then it got in between 15,000 and 16,000. Now, when you know how to trade, you can look for cues to tell you, hey, this might be the prime opportunity for me to get back into buying Bitcoin and or buying it as a trade too. So buying it from an investor standpoint and then buying it from a trading standpoint. Short-term money is trading. Long-term money is investing. So you can do both things. So if you did that from an investor standpoint, then guess what? Today, you will be roughly up about 55%, if not more, depending on where you started buying. If you use the trading strategy that I've been teaching individuals, like some of the ladies you see here today, if you use the trading strategy, you would have gotten in of roughly between like 20,000, 23, maybe $24,000. Well, when I looked earlier today, Bitcoin had shot back up to over 34,000. And y'all, this just happened. So we're talking about from April, roughly April of 2023 to now, 55% gain. You can't get that from not seeking the information and learning and mastering the skill. So certain investments, y'all, cost more than others. And I would just say research in your country how it applies to you, because here in the United States, we can get treasury bills for as little as $100, right? And we don't have to go through a specific financial institution to do it. We have apps. We can go to treasury.gov. We can do that too, but we can do those things on our own. We don't have to use a financial advisor or an accountant to do it for us and pay them a fee. Does that make sense? We have those freedoms and options here in the United States where some countries may not have it. So it may be inexpensive here in the US, but in your country or someone else's country, it may not be it may be more expensive. So you just have to look at that. Same thing with gold and silver. Y'all, gold and silver is not as expensive as people think. But again, that's depending on your country, because some countries are more greedy than others, right? So some of your countries may be like, hey, listen, you got to come through us to buy your gold or silver specifically. You got to go through the bank or whatever. Whereas in the United States, we can go to a gold and silver dealer that we trust that has great reviews, or we can go through, other means, going through these different luxury gold and silver dealers and whatnot. That's totally up to you. But here in the United States, like right now, a gram of gold, because an ounce is over $2,000, well, was close to $2,000, and a gram is still valuable. You're looking at $60 to $65 a gram of gold. So you can still invest in gold, right? But it just depends on what your country allows you to do, how much they allow you to purchase, or what is the minimum they'll allow you to purchase based off of your financial situation. Same thing with silver, y'all. Silver, for an ounce of silver right now, is between $20 and $25 in the United States, right? So at the end of the day, it's just looking into what your country allows you to do. What are some of the parameters, rules, and regulations there? And then you can just go off of that. But I just gave you here in the United States at least 3 investments that are not expensive and that are easy for us to access and that grows in value over time, and some of them in a very short amount of time. Hopefully that answer your question.
Awesome. Wow. I was going to ask the second question, but I think you have just just answer the question for our audience, because the next question was, how much do I need to start investing? That was the next question. So I don't know if you want to still say something about it, or we can go to the next one.
Yeah, I wanted to chip in, Leona, because and maybe just like Dana is saying, to kind of enlighten us a bit about it. Because personally, when I first heard about Bitcoin, I thought I needed to buy a full Bitcoin. Like, I need to save up to have that amount of money. As at that time, I think it was 43,000. And I thought, oh, I needed to have 43,000 to buy Bitcoin. But like I said, 2020, I understood that no, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can buy bits of it. You can invest in bits of it. You can trade you can trade it, but you can also invest in bits of it. And since then, that's what I do. So instead of having the money on the savings, like some people say shavings, I kind of be dropping it small there. And so when the market rises, just like you are saying, your money also rise with it. But if you don't have anything there, when the market rises, you also don't get anything back. So I think, can you please explain that? Because I think I'm not the only person who, like, even silver and gold, like you were saying, you can buy it in ounce, you can buy it in grams. I was thinking you need to buy a whole bar of gold. And I think many people are also, because when you look at the bar of gold, my God, when you see the price, you're like, okay, that's not for me. But we hear that that is not it. So please, can you just say, because I believe there may be people who are also thinking the same way I used to think before.
Yeah, and that's why I shared that, because I'm gonna speak for our community. Okay, I can't speak for anybody else. But when we hear about investing, typically it's not when we're young. It's after we are already working. We've been working for some years, and then somebody say, "Oh yeah, they talk about their 401k or their IRA or something," but that's their investment, and there's nothing else outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Or you may hear people talk about real estate a bit. Okay, cool. I might become a homeowner, when I'm 30, 40, or whatever. But there are other things that's out there for us to invest in that do not cost thousands to start. And this is the key that I want people to kind of just gravitate to. Stop despising small beginnings. You are where you are right now. You can change that, but you have to start where you are. That's why I always end my conversations with that quote from Arthur Ashe, because it's true. You have to just start somewhere. Start where you are. So if you don't have $15,000 and $20,000 to buy a whole kilo of gold, that's why I said, well, a gram is between 60 and 65. Yeah, it don't look as pretty as a big old gold bar, but so what? The value is there. So as the value of gold goes up, so does your gram value. You know what I'm saying? So you could go and turn around at some point when you learn more about how to buy the fear and sell the greed, like Warren Buffett says, you'll be able to sell those grams of gold that you've bought over time and get a higher value than what you paid in 2023. So it's the same thing with cryptocurrency. Frida brought that up about Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin has hit close to 35K again today, right? Well, if you would have bought some, y'all, I don't care if it's $10. If all you can afford is $10 per week to put in an investment, do that. But to not invest at all because you're saying you don't have any money, but you'll go out, and this is being said with love, because y'all, the ladies know I'm passionate about the community, like, because I'm sick of the excuses, because I was one of them. So I can say this. I was there, y'all. I ain't always been like this. I had people trying to tell me, Leona, do this, this, and this as far as investors go, and put your money here. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. So I'm saying this for love, but if we can go out here and spend money on things that do not add value into our lives, because we're looking for instant gratification for the moment to escape the reality that we're experiencing at the moment. You could spend thousands of dollars to go on a vacation, but you don't have thousands of dollars in a savings account. That's not a good thing. If you're spending hundreds of dollars on pairs of tennis shoes, heels, purses, if you have a purse that's $1,000 or greater, and you don't have at least $1,000 invested in something, that's not a good look, ladies. Okay? So start where you are. So instead of paying for that $1,000 purse, put $1,000 into the stock market. Put $1,000 and break it up into the cryptocurrency market. Okay? XRP right now, and this, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm gonna make sure I put that out there. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not licensed, none of that. But I'm telling you what I am doing and what I have done, and because of the results I've gotten, that's why I share the stuff I share. So again, I'm not a licensed financial advisor or any of that. But I will say this, when my husband was like on me about XRP, I'm sitting here, I'm an Ethereum girl. What you mean? Like, right? I'm diehard Ethereum over here. And so I started buying XRP too, because the price of XRP at the time was like 25, 30 cents per coin. So fast forward to today, 2023, XRP has surpassed 60 cents per coin. So if you purchase at 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents, if you win at 30 cents, you have actually doubled your investment in a matter of a year or less in one market. So this is just something to think about, y'all. The amount that we have been believed or convinced to believe that we need to invest is a lie. I'm here to tell you, you have been lied to, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff is not as expensive as you have been led to believe or told. And that is to keep you out of these markets and keep you where you are. So if you do not believe you are supposed to be where you are right now, then stop listening to these people that's telling you it's expensive to invest and start researching for yourself. Ask one of the ladies of Success Mastery, what are you investing in? Why? And how can I get more information? And that way you can start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can with what you have. Okay. So yes, ma'am. There you go. There's your answer. I'm sorry, that was a little long.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. I think we'll take one more question from Rita, because there are many questions. Like I said, our dear viewers, we can't do all your questions, but we will tell you how you can get more questions answered. But I want to give Rita the opportunity to also share, ask her question as well. So Rita, go ahead.
Yeah. Leona, thank you so much for availing yourself to share this with us. Please, my question is, as a trader, what are some of the common mistakes you've made in trading, and what did you learn from them?
Sorry, I was muted. Okay. Good question, really good question. I'm not gonna be long because I can. So I'm gonna do my best to keep it short because it was a lot, y'all. Okay. There are so many mistakes that I made in my journey, especially you talking about almost 5 years. Number one of the very first things was thinking that once I learned how to enter a trade, that I will make $1 million in a year. So serious, dog, because I had people in my ear telling me that they did it. You know, they're like, hey, listen, now granted, their circumstances were totally different, and it did happen for them, but they were like, yeah, I did this and I did that, and I made, over $1 million in 8 months, and I made over $1 million in 7 months. And I'm like, man, like, what's because I'm smart. Like, I kid you not, y'all. This is how I was talking to myself. Man, I'm smart, so I know I'll be able to get this, and I get my $1 million in a year. Y'all, that was the first mistake right there, is focusing on the money. Okay, that was number one. And then number two was, once I started learning how to trade, we're taught to create a trading plan, because if you don't plan, you plan to fail, right? So failure to plan leads to actually failing. So when I was introduced to the trading plan and the idea of it, I wasn't sticking to it initially. Right. And all this did, to be honest, was create the habit of not listening to myself. And I started to lose confidence, which resulted in losses, which resulted in blown accounts. So for those that that are not familiar with that terminology, blown accounts means I put my hard-earned money into a broker account like you would put into your bank, and then I traded it and I lost it all. So my bank account balance was zero. Okay. That's what happened when I was not sticking to it and I lost confidence. That caused me to start blowing accounts, right? The other thing was just being emotionally attached to a trade. And what that looks like is like I didn't want to accept that I didn't take the time to follow through on the steps that I was supposed to before entering the trade. And because of that, I just went into the market based off of how I felt. Oh, I feel like gold is going to go up. Instead of, Leona, what does your strategy say? Step one is this, step two is this, I was going off of what I felt. And that caused me to stay in trades too long at sometimes, which resulted in blown accounts eventually. Or caused me to just jump out because I was completely frustrated. Like, now why in the world I got in here and it was supposed to be going up and it turned around and now it's selling and it turns around and goes back in my favor. But because I got frustrated and I was short-tempered and I lacked patience, I ended up losing at the end of the day because I jumped out of the trade. So there's other things, but I would just say what I have learned from these mistakes is number one, it's okay to lose trades. That's part of the journey. And it's part of data collection, which is something that I definitely stress a lot because when you are able to collect that information, that data, now you have something to go off of to give you an idea of how can I become more consistent with what I do when I go into the market. And what that does is start to bring about consistent profit. Doesn't matter the amount of profit. It just matters that now I'm consistently profitable, whether that's $10 every single time or, 70, 80% of the time that you're trading, you're making $10, that's still consistently profitable. So again, let's not despise small beginnings. Another thing I learned was my trading journey is mine alone. Like I said, hearing those people that was talking about they made $1 million in 7 months and 8 months and everything, and I'm like, that's gonna be me. That's not my testimony. Like it's not. My trading journey is my trading journey, and I'll be able to share that experience with other people in hopes to help them to have a better and smoother introduction to trading and have a smoother trading journey than I did. And then also, y'all, that trading plan, I learned that it helped me to build discipline and establish consistency, which makes it easier for me as a trader full time to pinpoint when I'm getting off track. Because how can I know when I'm going left or right and I should be staying straight if I don't have any type of foundation to go off of, right? So that actually helped me too with becoming less emotionally attached to these trades, and it allowed me to just be free to live life. So yeah, that's it.
Wow, my goodness, this is so good. This is so good. Ladies and gentlemen, and maybe some of the terminology will be flying over your head. It used to fly over our heads too. But I want to encourage you, follow Miss Clark on Prosperity Call, Instagram. She's on YouTube, a lot of things you can learn from her. But most of all, register yourself for her 90-day boot camp. And I'm telling you, when you come out of that boot camp, all these things will be familiar to you and you will develop a love for trading. It's a free gift of God. I call trading a free gift of God. That's the only place you don't see color, you don't see gender, you don't see nothing, no background, no pedigree. The market is friendly to everyone, whosoever. So do get in touch with her, I'm telling you, and get this skill in place. You will thank her later for that. And you will thank Success Mastery also later for that. So please, Miss Clark, help us to tell our viewers, because I know on our forthcoming event on the 18th of October, you are one of our guest speakers, which we really, really are excited about. And we thank you for constantly being there, pouring and sharing nuggets. And please, can you just throw a little bit light, just for a few seconds, to our audience, why it is so crucial that they make it to this event?
Look, y'all, I'm going to do my best to be short. What you have been doing so far has gotten you where you are right now, right? It wasn't until I decided and then I acted on connecting with people that were in different positions than I was, doing things that I wanted to do. So it's not about the amount of money, and this is for me. It's not necessarily just about the amount of money, but it's how do you speak to people? You know, do you serve? Do you serve well? Do you serve with love? Like, these are some of the things I look at when I'm looking to connect with a community, especially reaching out to someone to be a mentor. Because the money is cool, but if you make a lot of money and you're a jerk, I don't want you to be my mentor. You know what I'm saying? Your money means nothing, because more than likely you're probably going to lose that because you don't know how to speak to people. You don't care for people. You don't serve people. You serve money. So there are so many things that I would say is just getting into the room with people who want to see every person elevate. That is what's going to help you to make the decision to go from where you are right now to where you want to be. And y'all, it helps you get into a community that's going to guide you that way, because that's what Success Mastery does. Now you're going to have a whole community of the room around people who are moving in a manner that you would like to move. That's the first step. So that's why going to the creator event, I would say you definitely do not want to miss it. Don't sleep on it. If you have the money, get it. I believe there's a live stream that's going to be available. So if you're not in the area, still get the ticket so you can hear what's being said and get connected to Success Mastery. So yes, I can't wait to see y'all there. For everybody that's watching this live on the replay, let's go. Go get your ticket now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Indeed. So 18th of September at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Don't miss it. We're taking off 10 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, by the way, this is not only a ladies thing. Many of the people see only ladies and they are like, oh, is it only for ladies? It's also for gentlemen. There are some men behind the scenes that are doing some amazing things. So ladies and gentlemen, get involved. Just like Miss Leona Clark just beautifully said, get on the train. Don't wait till the train gets on its destination before you look back and you're like, okay, I wish I had got on it. Get on it now. 10 a.m. we are taking off, and we have a lot installed. We're starting with the personal development. So like we know, mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. So we want to really work on that aspect of it in the first half, and then we continue with startups, those who have business ideas, but they don't know really how to go about it, how to start it. Join us. We're going to help you. We have people tangible, and you will move forward with this. Those who already have businesses, but I'm telling you, being so long in business, I know sometimes it can be so busy you can't see your tree in the bush again. You are like, okay, I'm running all over the place. So what it is all about? And you miss structure, you miss processes and procedures, because a successful business shouldn't be dependent on the owner itself. Whether the owner is there or not, the business should be running and even doing better. So how do I get my business well structured to function in a manner that is not fully dependent on me? Come and we're going to share some nuggets with you. And then, of course, you had a little bit of investment. So like I'm telling you, that day, Miss Leona Clark is taking us deeper, deeper, deeper. calling some things that you don't want to miss out. So please do join us. Really, really, this is not really about us. When we got this information, we are like, this is too good to keep to ourselves alone. Too good. We are like the lepers in the Bible that said, my goodness, this is too good to keep to us. So we need to go to the city and shout it out. And that is what we're trying to do with all these events. Shout it out so that people who are like we used to be, who didn't know that all these things exist and struggling through life unnecessarily, can come and discover and also do their own due diligence and win in life. So join us on the 18th. Like I said, we are ending with a time of gala. So if you get your VIP ticket, it is with a gala evening. You get to dine with us, network with us, and then, of course, after we have a moment of party celebration. I'm telling you, it's good to feel good. It's good to feel good. And Miss Leona Clark always tells us, do what makes you feel good, because there is something about when you feel good, you become contagious and you contaminate others with your positive energy. So that is what we intend to do that day. Join us. Get your VIP tickets on Eventbrite. Please go there in our Instagram, Success Mastery Instagram link tree. You will find it there. Register. We are almost getting to the event period, so don't hesitate. Don't wait too long. Don't put your dreams and your life any longer on hold. It's your season. It's your time. Join us and let's win together. By the way, if you don't have any of our merchandise, the beautiful t-shirts, the caps, the hoodies, I'm telling you, you're missing out. You need to wear your success. Wear your success. Somebody say, wear it until it becomes a reality. So get a copy of that as well. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Join us. We look forward to having you. We're excited to have you. We know that this will mark a beginning of a new turn in your life. You don't have to do it again. Just like we said, there is a community of willing people that really want to see you win in life, because we have tasted it and we want you to be part of the train. Join us once again and see you 18th of November, Saturday. Block it, save it for you. And I want to end with a quote that says, it's good to first be selfish and then give out. So pick 18th of November to pour in yourself so that out of your overflow, you will be blessing many others around you. We look forward to having you. We love you. Thank you for your time. And if you'll be listening to the replay, do connect with us. Success Mastery Belgium and Prosperity Call. When prosperity calls, you just have to answer. We love you, we love you, we love you, and see you again next week, the same time, 8 p.m. right on this channel. Bye for now.